We are live at Hudson Valley Community College. It is Flock University. I've been so long since we've done this, I don't even know what to say now. Oh, I know what to say. Here he is, the head coach, the general manager of your undefeated all-arena champions. It's Damon Ware, everybody. How you doing, Coach?
Busy. I have not had a moment to breathe since the season stopped, and but love being over here and taking care of these young men and hopefully building some value in their life, and hopefully we can get some kids out there with some life-changing opportunities. So the work never stops for me, but again, I love what I do, so it's like I never worked a day in my life.
There it is. All right, we are live at Hudson Valley, and we have a ton to talk about in the world of the Firebirds. But first, because what is your actual role with the Hudson Valley Vikings? This is probably the first time you and I have talked in weeks, because you're here. I'm doing radio nonsense and Belfour nonsense. What is your day-to-day role with the Hudson Valley Vikings?
I am the offensive coordinator here, so run everything offensively here. Also coach the quarterbacks and the wide receivers and half of the tight ends. So I have plenty of hats that I wear on a daily basis, but like I said, I love it. It's great for these young men to be able to get some upper level coaching, and it's paying off for us. We're having a pretty good start to the season.
Is it more work or less work than when you're head coaching?
It's all relative. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm going to give you everything I got. So at the end of the day, every day is a long day, and my morning starts in the Firebirds office. Obviously, we're in full swing with recruiting. So that takes
Hadn't noticed.
So literally my day, I'm up by 5 o'clock. It rolls, and it's I probably get done the other night getting some of the deals done. I probably got off the phone about midnight. So thinking from 5 a.m. to midnight is those are some pretty long days, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we have to do to be successful. So it's no rest for the weary.
Well, you wouldn't know what to do with rest anyway. I see Nani's here, so she hasn't killed or left you yet. So you must be spending some time at home with the beautiful Nani. It is nice to actually not just get a message from Nani on here telling me I'm doing something wrong. She's smiling and waving. So Nani is here. Everybody's favorite member of the Firebirds front office. All right, well, let's talk about Hudson Valley. You got some guys here. I know you got a game today.
Yep.
Perfect time. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day to come out and watch a football game.
Absolutely.
Come support your Vikings, but let's talk Vikings.
Yeah, so we play one of our rivals today at 1. We play Nassau Community College. Nassau's been a long history of being a powerhouse. They've produced a ton of D1 athletes over the years. So going to be a great game today. Coming off a loss last week in North Carolina against the team that lost in the championship game last year. We got some demons to overcome, so it'll be a great game. They've got a great talented team, so we'll come out and do what we need to do to get this win and get us back on track, and look forward to try to making the postseason again.
All right, do you want to introduce us to some of the guys who maybe future Firebirds?
Yeah, let's bring on our starting quarterback, Nathan Stone. Come on.
Oh, that's a name. That's a quarterback name. Come on over here, Nathan Stone. Grab that headset, throw that on for me. If your name is Nathan Stone, you really have two choices: quarterback or an actor in a film I would never watch. How you doing, man? Good to meet you.
I'm good. You?
Oh, better now, man. We're outside talking football.
Yes, sir.
All right, what's it like dealing with Coach Ware?
It's been a very good journey so far. I came here in the summer, started August 1st, and ever since that, he's basically brought everyone under his wing, taught us all the keys and the factors that we need for a good football season.
I love it. Coach, what makes Nathan Stone the right guy to run the offense?
Yeah, he did a great job for us in camp. He was actually a surprise. I didn't know a ton about him other than just watching some film. And, again, he just came in and took a leadership role. It wasn't long to figure out that he was the right guy for the job. Works very hard, throws a tremendous ball, good command of the offense. And, again, he's definitely one of the top quarterbacks in JCAA right now. Our offense is doing pretty well. Like I said, we've got a big game today, but again, he's done a tremendous job and deserves some praise. And we look forward to seeing him do some big things today.
All right. So what's the game plan for today that you can actually share with us, guys? Can I call you Nate? Nate's like, I ain't saying nothing.
I'll leave it to coach.
Like I said, we're facing a similar defense that we did last week, and taking our first loss, and so again, sometimes those things are very valuable. You kind of figure out where you're at with things, some things that you need to work on, and so that was a great thing. And this defense is very similar to that defense, so we really want to prove that again that we've learned from some mistakes from last year. But we got a great game plan in place. We had a really good week of practice, and so we're excited to see what we can do today.
Nate, what kind of quarterback are you? You drop back, throw, you run around a little bit. What do you do?
I like to call myself a pocket passer, but when needed, I can run. First game I had 2 rushing touchdowns. So it just depends on what the defense is giving us. If I need to, then I'll get in the end zone.
How great would it be to, pack these stands today, get everybody out here cheering for you guys?
It'll feel great. Get another win at home, then we'll be on the road at half back of the season.
Love it. Coach, anything else we got to cover? I mean, this is, I'd like to pretend it's my show. I do a radio show, and then when I go out, either these are the people that show up for that show too, or no one shows up. They're here for you. So don't agree so quickly. What else you going to talk to Nathan about?
No, just like I said, hopefully got a great night of rest. He's good and hydrated. It's going to be a nice day, 70 degrees. So like I said, we just got to go out and get back to great Vikings football, do some great just be efficient in our offense today, and I'll be excited. So looking forward to some big things from this young man, and hopefully we can get him to a bigger college, obviously, after his time here.
Love it. All right, man. Appreciate you. Go get ready, get hydrated, get suited up, and these guys maybe come out and watch you here, and hopefully again, out, maybe indoor one day.
All right, let's bring on Dominic Jones over here.
Dominic Jones. I'm gonna go. Man, he got that. You get the deceptive slot, maybe slot receiver type. You get outside.
This is our number 1 linebacker.
Well, all right. I see the shoulders. Led
the conference last year in tackles last year. He does a tremendous job. Another kid we hope to be able to put at a great school, obviously after this season. But again, just having a tremendous time. Again, our defense is playing at a high level. They've kept us in every single game, and so. But no, I want to give him his time in the sun. It's an important time of his life, and so again, want people to get to know him.
Look at that smile, man. All right, so in my defense, he can tell you we have a wide receiver from the championship team, Isaiah Scott. He's built like you. So like when I saw you, I was like, oh, coach found a wide receiver that's built like a linebacker again. Yeah. What's so playing linebacker here at Hudson Valley, what's it like?
Honestly, it's been a great experience. I've been here since last year, so obviously I've had time to develop, with Coach Ware and Coach Jones and Coach Cisse, and along with Brandon White, which is the other linebacker. So it's been a great experience overall. They kind of took me under their wing. Coming from a small school, it was hard, especially coming into college football. There was a lot I had to learn, but I learned fast, and I took off from there. So it's just been a great experience. Definitely a lot of learning.
Do you hear Cisse in your sleep?
Yes.
You gotta hit harder than that.
Cisse is no different here than he is with the pro guys. That's what I love about Cisse. He's just so passionate about his job, and it just doesn't matter who you are. He's going to treat you the same, and that's, that continuity is great. It's, I still stand on this side of the field. Defense is down there. I still smile just listening to him screaming and yelling. I don't know. I don't know if that makes me sick or not, but I just absolutely love to hear him screaming and yelling and getting after guys. And, and he gets after Dom a great deal. And it's not personal. It's not because he doesn't like you. It's because he generally wants every single one of these players to have great success. And so that's what makes him a great football coach is he treats everybody the same. And he wants the best for everybody. So Dom has had to learn because Cisse can be a little harsh. He's
come on, Dom.
he's tough to deal with, but like I said, he loves strong, and every single player that he's able to coach, man, he wants to touch their lives and he wants to see them have life-changing opportunities. And so him and I are very similar in that regard. We just want the best for our guys. We want to continue to see guys have those life-changing opportunities, and we hope Dom can be one of those guys coming out of here this year.
Dom, what's your goals for each game? Do you set how many tackles you want to get, stuff? Do you do that, or just what's the goal?
My goal each game is obviously to win. That's number one goal.
Love that.
But Stats, I kind of just go out there and play my game. I know what I'm capable of. So each week, I kind of just hold myself to a high standard, so that, each week I continue to grow and build. So, eventually once the season's over, I could get out and get to a bigger school.
Do you have any like schools that you'd love to be at? Obviously, the best one that calls is the one you're going to go to. But is there one you're already looking at? Like, if the phone rings, I'd answer pretty quick.
Syracuse for sure.
Oh yeah,
yep.
They could use you. But here's the thing. Like, I know Coach Ware and Coach Cisse are tough. They don't make you do wind sprints after a win, though, do they?
No, no, not yet. Don't give me any ideas.
See, Jeff, you're always so helpful.
Dom, I'm sorry, Dom. I meant well. I meant well. Oh, man, I hope you have a great game today. I hope you have a great season, and I hope to see you play for Cuse one day.
Thank you very much. I hope so as well.
There is. And actually, and if that doesn't work, you look really good in Firebird Orange. I'm just saying.
That's the great part. I tell these kids, it's just so rare you get to be around a professional coach. I remember every single player I've ever coached. So I tell these guys, when your time is up, at the bigger school you go to, if you call me, hey, remember you? Hell yeah, send your film and let's see what we can do. So it's a great opportunity for these kids to just kind of be around that. But let's bring on next. We'll go offense, defense. Let's bring up Micah Gates.
Micah, all right. So now it's offense. So you are a wide receiver. There we are. Yeah, I got one right. I got one. Here comes Micah with us. All right. So yeah, I can just see again. I've been around Coach long enough. I kind of start to see builds. Like I can see what you look for. What's going on? Micah, what's up, man? Say hi to the flock.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
It's early for them. It's they're used to being with us late at night with a couple pops and them.
Yeah.
So. All right, Micah, what's it like playing for Coach Ware?
It's pretty good. Very good.
Less is more. I get you.
It's my second year here, so he really did help and develop me into the receiver that I am. Give me some tips and tricks that I did take and use and worked away to my own craft to put me in the position I am to do what I do here.
Coach Ware, tell us about him. What do you see when you watch him play?
This young man is one of the best receivers in the country. I mean, bar none.
Whoa. That's high praise, man. He's not that nice.
No, he's did the work. And so last year, he came in as a freshman and he wasn't a starter for us to come out of the gate, and he worked hard. He took the coaching. He took all the harshness and put it all together. And so once he started a couple games into last season, he's never relinquished the job. He's really our leader in the room. He's the first guy to do every drill. He's the first guy to hold guys accountable. Again, it's just been a great maturation process with him. Again, he's going into this game. He's already got 6 touchdowns on the year. Doing a tremendous job. And so I'm just super excited for him. We want to get him, one of those life-changing opportunities. It's, to get him to a good D1 school. He deserves it. And so he's put in the work. Any coach that calls me about him, again, I'm going to tell you, you get this kid, he's gonna make plays for you. And, like I said, I always told him, hey, if it doesn't work out, you don't make it to the NFL or the UFL, you give me a call, I'll have a spot for you. And so, but super excited for just what he's done. He's put in a tremendous amount of work. And so I know it will pay off for him come the end of this year.
Do you watch more arena football since you started playing for Coach Ware?
Yeah.
It's
100%. It's different. It's different, like the atmosphere, the intensity. He did bring me to one of the games, and I seen the fans so engaged and how everything is I like watching it. It's
his offense, because I've been around a lot of them, and that's we don't score the way this. I feel like he can literally dictate whether or not we're going to put 100 points up. You feel that way sometimes out here too? Well, maybe 50. It's a bigger field. I don't want you running that much. All right. So what's the target school for you? Where would you love to play?
Honestly, I'm gonna pick off what Dom said. Syracuse.
Y'all gonna carpool? I love it. Is that because it's like the New York tie or?
No, I just like Syracuse since I was young. Just always watched them, so it's always been my dream school.
I love it. All right, so big game today. What do you like as you're getting ready and you're getting prepped up? What are you thinking about?
Like game day? What I'm thinking about? Oh, win.
Win.
That's all I think about. Just win.
Hold on. What was the other thing?
My stats, like how
Oh, okay, yeah.
But if we just talk about game, we gonna win. That's all that goes through my head. Just win. come here, cheer my guys, make sure the energy is nice and good, and then just go out there and do what we gotta do.
You got like great personalities on this team this year.
Oh, of course. They've been around me too much. They got to.
I know some of the players that we deal with on the indoor game, I wish they weren't around you as much. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anything else we need to cover? I mean, what?
No, like I said, looking forward to seeing what he can do. It's a rivalry game, so again, it's great. Every chance I can get him on the field, it's a fun time, and hope he has a big game today and continue to show off. We'll see what scouts come out today, and we've had some really good scouts out this year. So, again, just want to see him, get his life-changing opportunity and have success in the future.
Mother flockers raising their hand. You're scouting like how many dude wipes they want in the future for their like they do these like packs for the players, and I think she has like rooms full of dude wipes at home. So if you ever do play for the Firebirds, get ready. You have a clean tuchus. Good luck today. Oh man,
I love it. Our group is a riot. All right, let's bring on our last guy, Brandon White.
Yeah, let me look over. That's corner. You corner or safety? Linebacker. Yeah. Oh, you fast linebacker.
Man, don't see. You're gonna start with stuff because every day he tells me he can play every position. Don't do that. He's a linebacker.
You look quick though. You gotta,
He's all right.
I think I got some good speed on me.
Yeah. Corner, safety, linebacker. He can do it all, coach. I'm his agent now.
See, you're sounding like him. Don't get him started today. He's a linebacker.
What are the new rules? Can you sign agents? Because I got you.
Hey man, I'm open to anything as long as they go through Coach Ware first.
Good answer. That's a smart man. All right, so you definitely have the personality I see around him all the time. You're fired up. Do you ever feel like you rib him a little too much, maybe, and it's time to back off, coach?
Yeah, I like being in the coach's office a lot. Coming in there, saying what's up to him, hanging around with him.
Too loud when I'm on calls with recruits. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, we good.
You definitely you remind me of quite a few of his what I would call guys. What's it like playing for coach? Like just actually on the field? Like I know he's the offense, and you deal with Cisse a lot.
Yes, sir.
How was it like playing for Coach Cisse?
Oh, it's great. I feel like I'm truly blessed to have the coaching staff that I do. I consider this the best coaching staff I ever had. These guys are just great to us. They keep it real. Top notch level. They're not going to try to cheat us or lie to us. They play the best players and they give it to you straight. If you messing up on a play, they're going to tell you. They're not going to spare any feelings. So I really enjoy playing for them.
So as the offensive coordinator, how much do you actually get to interact with the defense?
Oh, a ton. Like I said, we spend plenty of periods, obviously, going one-on-one. So I get to kind of, for lack of a better word, kind of game plan for those during the practices. We have some great and spirited practices, obviously, as you could imagine, with me and Cisse. but no, I got
come on, White. you ain't no corner. Get in the box,
White. But no, I get to spend a ton of time. We do a lot of stuff just as a group, and so I get to interact with the defense quite a bit. And so no, you know me. I like to know everybody on the team that I could possibly know, and if I can help him out and get him some life-changing opportunities, obviously Cisse will lead that charge. But, anything I can do for him, he's just a great young man. And again, he's another kid I hope that the big opportunity comes for him.
So when you say you could play any position, how often are you in here looking for like a wide receiver route? Is that?
Don't start. Oh God,
it's crazy.
Last night we were talking about this. But go ahead. It's your time. Go ahead.
Just the other day, I think we was doing I forgot what we was doing pre-practice, but I'm over there. I'm chilling with Coach Ware. I'm like, hey man, I can hop in with the receivers. He's like, man, go ahead.
How'd it go?
I got a couple routes in with him. So I'll be over there messing with him a lot. Even get some center reps here and there.
Oh, that's what it was yesterday. It was center. Yeah, I'm like, golly, you want to play everything.
Oh my God, you definitely remind me of somebody. I'm not gonna say the name right now, but it is one of our favorite people. I can tell you that right now. All right, so obviously you want to finish strong here at Valley, but just like everybody else, where's the goal school?
I don't really think about a goal school. I usually more think what place has that home feel and where I would fit in great with their system and just the coaches as well, more so great where answer. I would feel good at where I'm placed.
Great
at.
Answer.
You know,
Great
I gotta be honest. You're probably gonna like player coach for the Firebirds. It sounds like you're already hired.
Like I said, these kids all know that, hey, when your time is over at your 4-year school, if you don't have a place to go, you give me a call. I will remember you for the rest of my life. And if I can help you at that particular point, I will always give those kind of opportunities. So, like I said, it's they've got a great opportunity just being here around me and Coach Cisse. So it's a fun thing, and we love pouring back into these kids. It's a great thing.
That's our sales pitch. Damon Ware and Dude Wipes. I mean, that's what we have to offer. Well, man, it's great to meet you. It's great to meet all these guys. I hope you guys have a great game today, rivalry game. Light it up and have some fun. Give it up for the Hudson Valley Vikings, everybody. Thank you. That's your dude. Like, that's all four. I know that you love all these guys. That guy sounds like you're like I've heard you argue with that guy every year that I've known you, and like that brotherly, fun, big brother argument. All right, so we've done the part that was fun.
Oh, the funnest part is yet to come. Can't wait to talk about Firebirds. I've been itching to talk about a whole bunch of stuff for a while now, and but yeah, let's get it going.
It's rare that I see something from Coach Ware that surprises me anymore, because look, Damon he's family. He's always been good to me, even before I knew exactly who he was in the beginning when I was dealing with a loudmouth who was in the wrong office. But when I see you post stuff like you posted yesterday, because you don't like when Damon's upset with you, you don't have to look for Damon. It's a, hey, what's going on? What are we going to do? It's not like, so for him to like throw down the gauntlet yesterday on Facebook, just kind of like I could translate it. Y'all pissing me off. I was like, oh, we gonna have fun today. All right. So what's going on? Because I see some of it, but like I'll say this. Every time somebody calls me and goes, oh, what are we gonna do without player name here? I'm like, have you met Damon Ware? He brought you that player. He'll bring you the next player. He brought you the player after that player. After that. He's working with some of the great young talent that this area has ever seen. He knows people. We're gonna be all right. So go ahead. Who got under your skin, Coach?
I mean, it's not, it's not just one thing. It's kind of a constant battle. And so again, there's always things I got to get off my chest too. And, we've had such great success. And I think, and I absolutely love our fan base. Let's get that out of the way. I absolutely love. And there's also always those one or two people that I feel that just wake up miserable and they just need to share that misery with the world. I think the best line I ever learned as a kid was misery loves company. And there's some people that just attack us. And I just don't get, I love this brand. This brand means everything to me. I'm not going anywhere. I love this place. And so at the end of the day, I just see stuff that's just so false or so misleading. And it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. And so there was a couple individuals that just felt like they were just attacking us constantly. And I just don't understand that. I wake up happy every morning. I go to bed happy every night. I want everybody to succeed. If somebody called me and said, Coach Ware, if you come by my office today, I'll get a raise, I would drop everything and roll out there and go see you so you could get your raise. But then the same doesn't come back sometimes. No. And some of the people that talk about Firebirds talk about always like there's a crisis.
Yes.
What crisis do we have? We have one of the best ownership groups in the country that are all local, which is rare in itself.
Right.
I trust every person in this organization. We bust our butt. We do everything. And the success part is what I just don't understand why there's a crisis. Every year that I've been here full time, we went to a championship game.
Yes.
Do you know how crazy special that is? I don't think people realize there's only a couple people in the world that have had that kind of success.
I don't know them. I know you.
So first off, we should be thankful, all of us. I'm thankful for being here. I love being here. But who else is having this type of success? Okay, so first off, we succeed, year after year. We go to championship games. So every team's different. 21 team was different. 22 team was different. The team we brought in 23 was different. Okay, before that blew up, 24 team was different. And 25 was different.
Right. Right.
And here's the thing: if
By
you're
the way,
being,
24 would have been different, if we didn't have to run through an Orange Julius to score a touchdown.
but so my point is for the people that clamor for individuals, if you're being honest with yourself, we've never had the same team 2 years in a row.
No.
So what is it with
last year was the first time we had 19 players make it start to finish.
But we had 7 guys from 24 championship team to 25. 7.
Yep.
7 of the 25.
Yes.
So isn't it true? And I would love somebody to debate this with me. But isn't it true that every team is different?
Yeah.
We don't keep the same people. We don't.
Well, that's not how this part of the industry works.
This business is not set up. We sign 1-year contracts. All right. So here's the part about being successful. I don't think anybody takes into consideration. Success is difficult to maintain. Why? Everybody's going to come gunning for your players and offer them and try to overpay them to get them to leave here. I love that. I love running up other people's salaries because I know, like I said, and it's no disrespect to anybody that plays here. I know everything about you. So playing against you, is that going to be a worry of mine? No, it's not going to be a worry. I know everything about you. So if you decide to play for another team, great. I'll be happy to see you across the field. I can love you from a distance. All the players that play for me are family to me. So when they go to other teams, I'm just not the kind of person that can cheer you on all over social media and all in front of, because you're just not my player anymore. And so I will love you from a distance. I will see your posts. I'll like your posts occasionally. I'll do that. Or I'll shoot you a text.
Yeah.
Hey man, congratulations. But for me, and I don't know if anybody else but I cannot for the life of me celebrate somebody else on another team. I can't do that. It's just not in me. So
it's not your job. Your job is to make the Firebirds great. And keep them great.
So here's the thing about just, like I said, I just, we barely bring back more than about the same thing every year. 7, 8 guys come back from the year before's team, and we bring in a new crop. Every year, you guys tell me you love these guys. And again, if we're being honest with ourselves, every year you tell me you love all these guys.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
And so what difference does it make what guys come in next year? I bet you're going to love those guys.
Right.
I will bet you thousands of dollars and be glad or take you all to that you'll love these guys just the same. What's going to be different?
Well, if you remember at 24, I was like, I've never seen a group like this. And then 25 happened. I said the same thing. I was like, wait a minute.
So what do you think you're going to say this year?
I've never seen a group like this.
Okay. So there's the point. So here we are. Success breeds a lot. So now there's every other team wants to run and gun to our players and overpay them, and I'm okay with that. I actually love that because that puts a lot of pressure on yourself. You go out and spend that much money. If you don't win, you get fired. I'm not going to overspend. Right. I never do. People think that we spend so much money on our players. We don't. I
can say we spent less last year than the year before.
That's the point. And this year, I probably spent a little less.
Yep.
So again, our owners give me a lot of amount of money. It's my job to go through every position and decide what that position is worth to us in success. Okay. And then at the end of the season, when I go through my exit interviews and after that, and I finish off my season, I have to determine every player, did you live up to the dollar amount that we paid you? Now, for you guys who wouldn't know anything, what that entails. So sitting from the sideline, you'll never understand. Did they live up to our expectation? How was their attitude in practice? Did they, again, how were they in learning the game? No fan would ever know such a thing. I and the few coaches that we have would know these things. Now, what makes us great, and I've told this to a lot of the players that leave, it's not you. It's not me. It's the collective. The collective, the culture that we build, how hard we work, all the things we do, the whys of everything that we do is what's made us successful. We've built what we call the Albany way. It started in 21. Okay. Again, that design was my design. How we practice, what we do in practice, why we do the things in practice. And it's been going since that day.
As a matter of fact, anything that wasn't your design, people complained about.
So, but the whole point
sorry,
it is a collective. And so there's not 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 players on this team that are going to make any difference to the overall success of this team because it's a team sport. Now, if we were playing tennis, hey, if I had a tennis player that's winning every match and running and gunning, I wouldn't get rid of them because I can't replace them. In football, there is so many players that come out of college every year. There's so many guys that get cut from the NFL, the UFL, the CFL that I have access to. So there's not one player that I can't replace. There's one position that's the hardest to replace, and that's quarterback. That is the hardest position. That's why the quarterbacks make the most money. They have the biggest impact on winning on the field. So for a quarterback, I will haggle with you because those are hard to come by. There's no other position on the field that is not irreplaceable. Okay. And so it makes it very simple. So at the end of the season, I look at how much you made, what you did for us, and then I tie in all of these other factors. Ask all the players. I tell you, your audition ends at the end of the championship game. How you act, again, fighting on the field, anything that you do, it does not end until we walk out of that stadium on championship night. I judge every little simple thing. So, are there some players I don't want back from last year? Yes. I won't tell you why. You know I don't say a lot of information, but there's players from last year's team I don't want back for various reasons. Okay? It could be money. I don't think I got my money's worth. It could be the attitude. It could be you feeling it's you. I don't want anybody on this team that thinks it's them that's the reason that we win. And I will get rid of those and I will get rid of those kind of guys every single year. So if you think by the end of the year it was you that made us win the championship, go do it with somebody else. And I've yet to see anybody go somewhere else and actually beat us. So let's think about that for a minute. So all these players that everybody says they love and they're so great and all these things, why don't they come back and beat us? There's a reason, because we're a collective. And that's the whole thing is my coaching staff, why we work so hard, the players, why we work so hard. It is the collective. There is not one person that makes or breaks this team. So here comes the offseason. Success has its problems. Do you know 25 guys asked me for a double, triple their salary raise because we won? Do any of you guys want to contribute to this huge budget that would allow me to triple everybody's salary? If I could do that, I would. If the owners just said, here, coach, here's a blank check, pay anybody whatever you want. Okay, at that point, you want $2,500 a game? Sold.
Yeah.
But guess what? I cannot do that. So, literally, there's guys that I don't think lived up to their last year's salary asking me for astronomical amount of monies. You know what I say when they say that? Hey, I'm out on that one. Thank you. Good luck. Hey, we'll hope to see you on the field. That's it. I cannot do, and that's what success does. Every year that we win a championship or go to a championship, everybody wants a raise. It's not possible. It's not possible for me to give 25 guys a triple their salary raise. And you know what? You know what I'm really good at? I'm really good at recruiting, and I go and find a replacement. And I play chess. I don't play checkers. So every team that's overpaying for my guys and taking them all over the place, which I love because I know the pressure's on you now to win, you're going to be under scrutiny by your ownership group. I'm not, because my owners trust me. So I'm going to sit back and they sign him. I'm going to go sign this guy to counteract that move. They sign this guy. I'm going to sign this guy. That counteracts that move. I'm playing chess. I'm sitting back. And again, my payroll's not that big and I love it. So we got people that want to come here for there's only two things players can control. Is A, how much money you get paid per game, and B, the opportunity to move up. Let's talk about that for a minute. Nobody in the history of AFL all the way back to its glory days has pushed up more players to the higher levels than we have. Let that sink in for a second. Nobody in the history of the AFL, all the way back to it since they were on NBC, on ESPN, nobody's pushed this many players up to the next level. So there's two things I like to be known for. And is A, getting guys life-changing opportunities. I got one guy online talking about Sam left because we didn't pay him enough. I'm just like, man, like I don't even, the slander is real, I guess. But you want to know the truth? Sam didn't make that much more money than he made here. But it's a life-changing opportunity. If he gets a shot to go to the UFL and lights it up, he has a possibility to go to the NFL. Why would you stay here in lieu of that opportunity?
As the guy who signed the checks, Sam never complained about money. Ever.
So Sam is left because of the opportunity. I talked to Sam last night or 2 nights ago. Again, when we play Erie, we go to Buffalo. He's going to come to the game. I love Sam. I love his family. I love him, his kids, his wife. He's a great kid. Do you not think I'm happy that he got a life-changing opportunity? I absolutely adore it. I told him the other night, I said, please don't come back. I said, you go make that team. Period. That's the deal. So,
but you kind of want him back.
I mean, again, if he was to come back, again,
well,
is he a guy that I would obviously consider? Of course.
Right.
We have a great relationship. So, but I want these kids, DB, Isaiah, both Isaiah, DJ. Well, if all of them make it on there, I'm going to be cheering them on. BC Lions will have a fan. Okay. Memphis will have a fan in the UFL. That's what we do this for. So now there are teams out there that don't want their guys to move up, that wants to hold them together and try to win. That's just not me. Right. So there's 2 things I want. I want my guys to move up, which they are in great numbers, which is great for us. And again, I've got calls from NFL agents I've never dealt with in the past because they know that we're a place that their guys can build value. You know how cool that is to get real good quality NFL agents that call and say, hey, coach, we were told you're the guy to talk to. That is huge. And so that's what we're doing.
Well, and as somebody who's lived in Albany my whole life, doesn't want to lose all those things, to your previous point, I completely trust your ability to go find the next guy. Like, it's just who you are. It's what you've done from day one. So because I would be the first one to go, please don't let him move up. Memphis sounds stinky. I wouldn't go to Memphis. But like now it's like I can have that altruistic feeling because I know you're going to – I don't think – as long as Damon Ware is the head coach, general manager of the Firebirds, we will never rebuild. We will always reload.
That's what I say every day. I just, and like I said, it's okay. So that is the hardest part. We get a 2-week window to sign our guys back, which is insane because every contract I've negotiated takes days, if not weeks. So I'm talking to a guy. They have a number. Hey, I wished I could make this. I have to say, I have this. We go back and forth. We haggle. Maybe I'm going to wait and see what other teams would pay me when free agency stops. I can't control that. Yeah. You know what I can do? Hey, if you don't want to be here, like I said, and some of them, I want them to go test. We had a former receiver here every year. I told him, go shop yourself and see if anybody pays you more than us. And he always came back. So that's okay too. So I can't speed sign everybody. If it was that simple, just the day after the season, say, hey, everybody sign your contract, click and hit a button. I would do that, but that's not how it works. So everybody, like I said, I talked to one of our guys a couple days ago, and I already pay them a good amount of money, and they asked for like an $800 a game raise. That's $3,200 extra a month that to pay. You guys don't understand how expensive this business is. It is hugely expensive. So he's a kid that I want back, but when he asks for that kind of money, I can't do it. I can't do that. I can do this. And then the negotiation begins. So they'll go out, they'll go shop themselves. They wanted to wait for free agency to start. People are offering them money. If people overpay, if people are willing to give him what he wants, then he'll go somewhere else. I don't have a problem with that. You know what? I tell every guy, hey, man, you got your money, man. Good luck with yourself. Hey, hope that helps your family. I want everybody to get what they feel they deserve. Like I said, I get offered jobs that are more money. I'm not leaving here. I tell people all the time, you'd have to offer me the craziest amount of money to get me to leave here. And they're like, really? Like, yes, I love it here. I trust the people I'm with. I'm not going anywhere. So this is the haggle after every season. So I can't speed sign people. I think we still got about 6 guys left to announce. I give all of them their day. So yes, we announce them slowly. I know you guys get impatient, but we announce 2 per day.
Group, no.
We announce 2 per day. We do that to give everybody their moment. I want every one of those posts to get 200, 300, 400 likes because that's their moment. They get to sign in the importance of being a Firebird. It's that this brand means everything to me. So for these players, they have to be able to call me or on that Zoom call, look me in my face and say, I want to be in New York. I don't want to be anywhere else. And I will give you everything I got to win another championship. Now, once we get to that point, all right, let's get the paperwork done. then I got to take the paperwork. I've got to sign everything. I've got to scan it back. I got to send it to the league. The league got to sign off it. Then they send it back to me. Then I put them on the list as the next guys to get announced. It's as fast as we can move. So
plus, you've seen Ben. He doesn't move fast. Ben does not. I love Ben. I love Ben. Ben.
Dang,
Ben,
shots fired.
Ben got 2 speeds: slow and stop.
But that's how we do it. So
he ain't gonna come over here. It'll take him a week.
Oh, wow! Shots fired. We firing away today. So
that's how he knows I care.
True. That's true. If we don't say nothing to you, we don't really care about
right.
you. So that is true. But really, that's the process. So a lot goes into every kid that we bring back. It's what they're asking for. It's what we feel their evaluation is at the money that we're costing. It's going through the negotiation process. It's wading through how many other teams are going to offer them more money. And again, I generally sometimes I giggle when I know what they're getting paid because I wouldn't pay that much. And so that pressure goes to the next team. So not that I don't love these kids. I posted in our little group the other day, hey, love all of you. Hope everybody has success. Man, we did a great thing in 2025. And then that's really it. So the ones that want to be here are going to come back. There are ones that have been offered more money that chose to come back. And again, that's the loyal ones. And so there's still some more. We're still negotiating. So we'll but I like to do recruiting quickly. So I tell people, if I give you an offer and I send that contract out and that thing sits there for 2 weeks, I don't really think you want to be here. And at that point, I'm moving on. And so it's really how I do it. So there was several contracts sent out that I didn't hear anything from. No signature comes back. At that point, I go find other people. So, we've done exactly what we need to do. We've retooled obviously at the quarterback spot. We still have one more quarterback. We're going to bring in 3 this year to compete. We brought in Jerome Johnson, 2024 IFL MVP, phenomenal kid. Again, from DC's right down the road. We would like to keep kids on the East Coast. And if you kind of just look at our roster over the last couple of years, I've moved to more Northeastern kids. I want their families to come to the games. I want, again, signing Kevin Toot, the center, that I didn't even know he was from Saratoga until the recruiting process. And I was like, you're from right up the road and you went to Pace. And like I said, when it all came together, I want that kid home. And again, he's going to bring a great deal of people back from Saratoga that have not been coming to games. These are wonderful things for the franchise. I mean, and so we got to retool. Just, there's kids that we announced. Jacoby Thomas, I was trying to get him here last year, fullback from Mississippi Valley State. I had him in the All-Star game in Miami. He is one of the largest human beings that can run the ball I've ever been around. He's going to be phenomenal.
Challenge accepted. Let's go.
And again, we bring back
distances.
yeah, and you won't be able to move the next day. But
the next day is my problem.
Right.
All right?
But we continue to bring back some of the guys that we value. Again, I've gotten a little younger over the years. I've started to just think sometimes these younger guys that are on that cusp of moving up, they're guys that really do deserve the opportunity. So we've gone a little bit younger, but we continue to bring back our own. Bringing back Darian Townsend was huge to me.
I love DT. I still think he's the most underrated wide receiver in arena football.
And he is. And he's going to get an opportunity to be the lead guy this year. And so it's something that him and I talked about a great deal come the offseason. He's just a great teammate. He led our room and then watched a younger receiver kind of take some of the spotlight away. But as I told him, you deserve that shot just as much as anybody. So Darian will be back. We're going to put him in a position to be a number one. So he's back. Some of our young guys we feel will get an opportunity to go to the next level. We got back Trey Wortham. He was a rookie last year. Did a phenomenal job for us. And again, we want some of these kids back that we can move up. Drew Singleton's coming back.
Nice.
Drew was a little banged up at the end of the year, and the only reason he didn't finish strong. And so, we talked about again what we need to do in the offseason to make sure he has a chance to come in and be healthy.
I saw him mentally, I saw him become one of your guys. Like in the beginning, here's a guy who played at Michigan, played at Rutgers, did a bunch of stuff. I thought like always good, always humble, but never like I feel like he kind of felt himself in the beginning. By the end, it was a lot more we's than me's by the end.
But people, and that's the thing. Even guys that come from the NFL, they come to this level and they think that it's going to be easy and they're bigger than this, and they realize how talented this level is. And so everybody that's come from a higher level comes here and eventually says, hey, coach, you were right. This is very talented and this is way harder than we thought. So, so you got to get through those kind of things. But we brought back Prince Mielon, obviously a great pedigree kid. His younger brother plays for the Carolina Panthers. When I signed him last year, the next day the CFL called me and asked me a ton of questions. And I was like, I can't answer all those questions, but I can answer some, and that's the opportunity is there's the upper levels are watching our roster. That is phenomenal. Right. It's phenomenal for this organization, phenomenal for these kids. So we have several more kids from last year's team that'll be announced. They're on the list. I see these over here looking. Little Lisa, I said, well, you'll have to wait and see who gets signed. I mean, I'm not going to take away from these kids' days, but we do have a few more guys, obviously from last year's team that contracts are already signed. Their days are coming. But we'll lose some kids, like I said, we'll lose some kids. They'll go on to bigger offers or change leagues or whatever they'll do. They'll attempt to go into, tryouts and try to get to higher levels. And you know what, it's not a somber goodbye. It's a man, hey, great. Thank you for 2025. And I wish you the best. And we're going to keep retooling. And so if, the funny thing is look at Dave Williams' post and he was like, they haven't signed any free agents from the other teams. And, there's a reason. Right. There's a reason for it. And
how many other teams were undefeated last year?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's funny. But so we are hard at work, obviously going through every single recruit. We have brought in some really, really good kids, and I'll go over all the roster and some of the newer signings, on our next show. But we have a tremendous team. I'm so looking forward to it. And like I posted on Facebook, yesterday, and it wasn't just about people, talking about last year's guys. It's just in general, they're so like, I don't need any extra motivation. I don't. Last year, like
but
I
it's
said,
fun when you get it.
Last year we lost in the championship game, and that motivated me. It did something to me that I'll never forget. It made me really self-reflect more than I've ever done in any single year. And so losing, that's what it caused. This year, the winning is at the end of the day, I don't want to stop that feeling.
Right.
And so, but there's so many people that want to see us fail. And that's what being on the top. And, again, we talk about that with our guys. When you look at a mountaintop, it goes up, it's big at the bottom and it gets smaller and smaller. So being on the top, you're on this very little top. There's no place to go but down. I'm going to do everything that I can do to make sure that we don't come down this mountain. And I can't wait. There's tons of league news that's going to come out over the next month that everybody's going to be excited about. I know there was all the conversation about Southwest Kansas and Salina leaving. I can tell you, I said, now that they're gone, shots fired. I don't want to go to Kansas, to be honest with you. So that's not kind of the city that I wanted to go to. So I have no problem with that. And they're great people. I said, ownership of Salina is wonderful. Ownership of Southwest Kansas is wonderful. We'll miss those guys, obviously. But hey, they got to do what's best for them. There's a ton of news coming out over the next month. Trust me, you guys will be super excited when it's all said and done. But at the end of the day, right now, I just wanted to get on here and just express just how blessed we are to have this football team with local ownership and what we've done. I just don't want anybody to forget that every single year that I've coached here full time, we've been to the championship game. That in itself is deserves us to all be super blessed, super happy about what we have and what we need. Here was the other thing. I almost forgot because I needed to speak on this too. I see the comments about people saying like ticket sales are tied to bringing back guys from the previous season. I'm just going to ask, and if anybody can answer this question, I'm going to, I will give you the mic, come on down, or we'll hand this up.
Yeah.
But all right, so we had an undefeated football team that played the championship game at home, and the attendance was what the attendance was. Now, am I to understand that by signing everybody back from last year, the opening game of next year will be sold out? Is that what the comment's supposed to mean? And if that's the case, I want everybody that feels that way come down to my office. I want to sign you up as a sponsor for 2026. And I will let you tell me who you want me to sign. Bring your checkbook. It's going to be $10,000 minimum. I will let you, but I'm being dead serious.
That's a fair price.
$10,000, you can be a sponsor of said player, and you can come down and you can, with a $10,000 check, you can tell me who you want me to sign. With the help of your sponsorship, I'll be able to pay them whatever they want. I'll bring them in, and again, I will do that. So last year I offered that same thing. You know how many calls I got?
Zero.
So
I'll tell you this too. Like Coach Ware is not overpaid. He's probably underpaid, if we're being perfectly honest. But ownership pays him a lot more than $10,000, and they don't get to pick the roster. So it's a nice deal he's giving you.
but those are things. Again, this is a very expensive business. I don't think a lot of people realize how much money is spent on the budget every year.
Yes.
It is very expensive. And so again, if you help me bring some guys back, I'm all for it. So call me. Okay. 518-557-8820. I am the general manager as well. So I do handle those things. You call me, we'll do a $10,000 player sponsorship, and you can tell me exactly the player you want me to sign, and I will gladly do it because I can now pay them a little bit more money. That's in dollars.
Heard
pure cash.
Yeah.
So but like those things, I'm always willing to make deals like that if it's in the best interest of the franchise. But I just can't really believe that if I signed every guy back from 2025, that automatically has us selling out every game. And so I will just leave that at that. But yes, what we can do together, because we are blessed to have the Firebirds, is we can get all of our coworkers, our family, our friends, and get them to come.
Special Delivery Mike wants to know if he cuts the check, will you suit me up?
I will.
All right, let's go, Mike.
I will.
Guess it's time to eat a salad.
But like I said,
tell Plaisance the trainer to get ready.
Yeah,
I need duct tape, bubble gum, and Toradol
and a bottle. But yeah, that's what we can do. Like I said, we really are in a blessed time to be a franchise that does what we do every single year. So what we can do is continue to reach out to new people. The Firewolves are gone. As sad as that is,
Why are you cheering? I love Tommy Graham. Tommy's like, get him out, because he knows that means more Saturday games.
But yes, in some crisis, it breeds some good things. So with that being said, it does open up a lot more things for us. So yes, we will be able to get back to the Saturday games and those kind of things. So sad to see them go as one of our partners in the arena, but now that we are still here and they are gone, there's a lot of people calling from their fan base and wanting to come over and be a part of it. So that's another blessing for us.
Yeah. And I will tell you that the day that announcement, actually a month before that announcement came out, our ownership group said, no matter what happens with them, we're not going anywhere. Make sure everybody knows the Firebirds are here. So just keep that, we know this group, this area, we've lost a lot of great teams. It's going to take a lot to lose the Birds. So just keep supporting, get your tickets, be sponsors, and speaking to all these great players who come through the area and how it's always a great group, and these players talk. So when these guys get signed, they already know that Mother and Father Flocker and all you guys are out there adopting players. And I joke about the dude wipes, but the Gatorades and the chips and the all the little things you guys do for them. They talk about that. So your support is huge. It's like that one little extra thing where it's like, well, sure, maybe coach offers me a couple bucks less than the other team, but I know that you guys are going to be at the games. You're going to be at the sports. You're going to show up with a Price Chopper bag or 6, for a road game, which I love the road. Like, you're going to take those with you. Just
Incredible,
the stuff
though.
you gave me, I couldn't get home. I had a truck.
Literally, I lifted some of the players. I was like, oh my God, like what's in here? It's crazy. But no, we do have a wonderful fan base. And again, when I'm speaking candidly, it's not our loyal following, but it is, like I said, it is hard to stay successful. And everybody's pulling on us from every different direction. So we don't need shots fired at each other. What we need to do is come together. We'll embrace a new crop of guys, and I will guarantee you'll love these guys just the same as you've loved every other year, and we'll compete for another championship. And that's what we'll do.
Yes, not compete. We're gonna bring it home. We're gonna do it. I'm not gonna do anything. I always feel like when Coach talks like that, I always feel like that meme that's out there, like I did my part. I'm over. I didn't do. Lou from Cugino's will do what it takes to help, and that's what they can help, and they do. Cugino's has been feeding the players after every home game, and sometimes twice a week. IHOP locally has been a huge supporter. Hooters, Hooters is. I know everybody's like Hooters has gone out of business. Nope, they haven't. I'm sorry. Somebody got to pay those girls way through college. By the way, after Hudson Valley party over at I'm sorry. I gotta call Boston Dan first and get permission for that. No, but like in all joking aside, they've fed this team from day one. It takes the entire community. It's and you guys do a great job stepping up and speaking to the rosters. I remember in the very beginning, there was a player that left mid-season, and it was somebody I really liked. I'm not gonna say his name. But I remember going to Coach Ware, who I barely knew yet. I'm like, why would we lose that guy? Like, what? And he gave me he didn't have to give me an answer. Even I have no control over the roster, nor do I deserve it. He gave me a quick answer on what we were doing and where would he fit and everything like that. And I learned I should shut up about the roster because he knows what he's doing. It's like it's one of those things, like complete confidence. And I think the more people who on here. Like, I love Dave Williams. I know you're probably watching Firebird Dave. Calm down. Calm down. You're going to give yourself an ulcer. Like, yeah, every one of these guys that comes. My favorite was, Sam signed with Memphis. What are we going to do? I'm like, Robert McCoy's already coming back. Well, he was good. Yeah, he was. And he's only going to get better. And then all of a sudden we get the MVP from the other league. Oh, what? Oh, so he's the quarterback? I'm like, I guarantee you he's been told he has to compete. But, yeah, he's going to get a shot.
That's one thing about us is I am no politics. Doesn't matter if you came here last year, the year before, you've been here 5 years. Every year is a new audition. The best players will play. You've seen last year, all the young guys beat out the older guys. And so I have no preconceived notion about what's going to happen in camp. We have the hardest camp in the country, 14 straight days. I don't give the guys a day off, 14 straight days of hell. And we figure out who's going to play best for us and who would help us win a championship game. And so last year, our young guys beat out all the older guys. It was a wonderful time. And that's why we evaluate. We don't, just because you played here last year, you're automatically here. No, it doesn't work that way. You got to come in shape. You've got to do the things. You got to take the coaching. You've got to put the coaching to use. And then again, if you do your job and you're consistent at it, you'll get a shot to be with us and help us compete for another championship. So every season's a new season. I don't have any preconceived notions. I don't go into the off season like yes, would it be nice to sign every player back? Sure, it would be, but there's so many factors, and it's so just negotiating. I'm here working at the college, and I got to take these calls. So literally, from 7 to 2 o'clock, I'm on calls all day long, and then I get out of practice and meetings at 8, and from 8 to like 12, I'm on the phone. It's hard. Every negotiation's hard, and it's some of it's gut wrenching. When guys ask for crazy money, and you have to tell them you're just not worth that, and they don't like it, and I don't like it, and then that cuts deep in your relationship, and again, you just never know how they go. If it can be that easy to negotiate, and that's the thing about signing 1-year contracts. It's every year we got to negotiate. If I could sign 4-year deals and things like that, like the NFL, it makes life easy. Hey, I'm going to sign this team and keep them together for 4 years unless you move up. That would make my job so much easier. I could have plenty of time to play golf and do other stuff, but that is not how it works. It is a brutal conversation 25 times with all 25 guys, and then I got to then go out and look for free agents and people and rookies and go to the All-Star game and do all that. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. I literally work 340 out of 365 days a year. But I love what I do. So we'll keep pushing.
We love the way you do it. I see a lot of people asking about season tickets. Yeah, they're so Biz Anthony's been calling. He's starting to work through the list of season ticket holders. If you haven't been called yet, that doesn't mean you will not be called. Again, trust us. He's newer to the process, so what we're doing is we're easing him into it so that everybody gets exactly what they're supposed to get. There's no mistakes made. So you will get called. Don't worry. If worst case scenario, if you want to email me, I'll forward it over to Biz to try to move you up the list. But everybody will get a chance to renew their season tickets, and then we will make them open to the public after that, and then we'll hopefully sell out the MVP arena, and we'll have the schedule for you. Probably, I know there's big league meetings the end of this month, which usually means the first schedule that everyone will fight and try to kill each other over will come out in our emails, and then about 2 months after that, you probably get the real schedule. But there are a lot of big announcements coming. Like a lot of big announcements coming. It's
really
it's
cool
getting
stuff.
real exciting.
Yep.
It's hard not to talk about it all, but it's nice. We're gonna have some fun. Henry Nell, 300-yard shuttles to camp, already got the dudes talking champ mindset. Henry, of course, we'd love. Is that a guy that we're talking to right now, or?
Of course.
All right.
Henry is a phenomenal young man. So yes.
If I didn't
Of
ask
course.
that, they would have chased me into the parking lot. Why didn't you ask about Henry? We love Henry. That's my kicker. I have a shirt that
he
says
lives
so.
he lives in New York. It's an easy thing. We want to keep all of our guys up here from the Northeast together. Love Henry and his wife, and just having them down and part of the family. So Henry did a phenomenal job last year, and like I said, we'll keep pushing until all the announcements are made. So we've got several more announcements. So like I said, hang tight. Don't get impatient.
I'm going to probably end on this one. Richard, the Renegades are ready to play. Can't wait till we meet up. Little champ versus champ action.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Beaumont, like I said, their owner had reached out, and that's exciting to bring another champion. And they've got some really good players as well. I've been going over their roster a little bit, trying to get an idea of what we're going to need to do to beat them. So, but it's always fun to get, like I said, I love the state of Texas, obviously. So, keeping a team in Texas is huge as well. And, like I said, I'm happy to have another champion join. And like I said, I think this year's competition is going to be pretty steep. So I can't wait.
You just happy you get to keep wearing a cowboy hat. That's what you can tell. You can tell the truth.
Nani doesn't let me wear mine. She's like, no, I do want to wear a
Strike two for
there's
Levack.
somebody else that got to wear a cowboy hat when they left here. Why can't I?
Listen, the only thing that's better than that is the fact that Coach Ray, TMB, too many birthdays. He's trying to talk crap about me on here, but he keeps autocorrecting to Legacy. So it's like, Legacy, stop it. Like, I'll be Legacy. I'll rock that. That's fine. I love it.
Funny
All
stuff.
right. So anybody here any questions besides is Wade coming back? We'll talk. The restraining order is still in place. What do you got? Are all the coaches from last year coming back?
Yes.
There you go. All right. And yes, Nick Bernard and Ben Nelson, and I guess Seamus hasn't even left yet. We haven't let Seamus leave. So Nick is still here, Ben's still here, and we're going to have a lot of the front office back. We tried to get rid of Ben.
No, we did not.
We tried. I left
Benny's my guy.
I left him in the middle of a field. A hawk picked him up and flew him right back to the office. It was actually a beautiful moment in nature. I tried to get rid of me. It hasn't worked yet. I'll try harder. Don't worry. You shut your mouths up there. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. All right, everybody. It is. Thank you so much for being here at Flock U. Round of applause for the Flock. What's up?
Come out here in this brisk morning. We love you guys.
And make sure anybody can be here for this game today. Hudson Valley deserves your support. The Vikings.
1
Thanks to all
o'clock.
the guys.
Rivalry game. It'll be a fun game.
It'll be a lot of fun. Next to Ben Nelson, Nick Bernard, and Seamus, and Sammy, wherever the hell he went. He's probably going to jump out from behind a post on the way to the car. He is the head coach, the general manager of your reigning, defending, undefeated Albany Firebirds. Damon Ware, everybody. his boss, Nani. My name is Jeff Levack. Well, it's good to see
Back to
something.
business.
There it is.
All right.
We're back to- all right. Well, that's, you know what? I mean it this time. Can't end the show without those two simple words. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you.